Alright, YouTube. Liberals all over the world, from news pundits to Democrats in Congress to the state legislators, it doesn't matter. They are all in a hissy fit over Trump hiring Steve Bannon as one of his aides for the White House. Are their reasonings sound? Let's set the record straight. Of course, like all my other Let's Set the Record Straight videos about liberals in general, for the most part, they lack the common sense. They don't understand that what they're angry at is in complete contrast than something that's happening in their own party, and I will go over that soon here. But just to give you an example here, Alan Combs writes, white nationalist figure is now chief strategist to the president. Bruce Knight, whoever that is. This can't be staying enough. Steve Bannon is unapologetic white supremacist. Meredith Gould. Dear President, for how long should we give Trump the blah blah blah? I mean, all these liberals and all these news pundits, including Chris Hayes, and including Chris Matthews and Rachel Maddow, she's really... I used to always think Lawrence O'Donnell was the worst of the worst for bias, but I think Rachel Maddow has surpassed him on that. But they're all irate over Trump's decision to hire Steve Bannon as his one of his senior aides. Well, I have a question for them. What happens if Hillary won the election? If Hillary won the election, would they be saying the same thing about John Podesta? Here is an email from John Podesta to Marina Abramovich, who is a sadomasochist who enjoys getting tortured for fun. She, in fact, actually, in front of a class of 12 people with 12 different kind of instruments, told them they could do whatever they want to her in physical violence. She even had a gun there, and she said that she was ready to die. So here's what he wrote. This is John Podesta writing about the dinner. I am so looking forward to spirit cooking dinner at my place. Do you think you'll be able to let me know if your brother's joining? That's what Marino wrote to Tony there. And what is spirit cooking, you may ask? Well, spirit cooking, it's kind of sick in its own right. It's basically where you drink breast milk and fresh sperm milk, and you cut your finger and you eat the blood away. I mean, let's do some images here for you can see. It's just crap like this. And they're calling it performance art. They're using a progressive excuse to make it sound not as bad. But I wonder if it was reversed. I wonder if Steve Bannon was in John Podesta's situation, if this would go unnoticed. I doubt it. People like Harry Reid here, who becoming one of the most racist people to ever leave Washington, is basically calling Trump a racist. Where's his anger at John Podesta? Where's his anger over Hillary Clinton, her corruption? Where are the liberal media pundits? Where are their anger over Hillary Clinton accepting millions of dollars from countries that suppress women's rights? Where is this? These are all a bunch of hypocrites here. John Podesta, you can say what you want about Steve Bannon. You can say he's a racist. But does he enjoy sadomasochism? Does he enjoy BDSM, bondage? Does he enjoy getting tortured? Does he enjoy eating other people's blood and drinking blood? I mean, it's disgusting. This is satanic rituals right here. And we make it think that Bannon's the bad guy and Bannon's the bad guy. You know, if Hillary won, no one would say anything bad about John Podesta. They'd be praising him. They'd be praising her. But they were so in a hissy fit that Trump won because they were so cocky and they were so confident that Trump had no hope of winning. But they failed to realize that when you lie to people all over the world for months and months in, people don't like getting lied to. People don't like being called deplorable. People don't like being fed bullcrap. They just don't. And now you have all these liberals right here, all these people, all these tweets. Wouldn't you name Steve Bannon anti-Semite, blah, 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 blah. It's grow up. Seriously, grow up. And Harry Reid, every day is getting worse and worse. He's comparable to Michael Moore and Katy Perry, these liberal activists who are inciting riots just for profit. Katy Perry is doing it because she doesn't have a clue what she's doing. Michael Moore is doing it just so he can incite riots and make money, because if people look up to him, they're going to invest in him. And they're taking advantage of these poor millennials, these poor progressives, and I feel bad for them. But The hypocrisy is completely overwhelming. It's completely palpable to anyone who even looks at a Twitter account, who even turns on the news. And just like the election, I'm pretty sure, I can kind of say for certainly almost that people are going to see through these lies the media's doing, just like they saw through the lies in the election. And I'm done.